I want to talk to you about banks that pull Transunion for fair credit this year. So let me share with you the top banks. First of all, you have US Bank. So if you're looking for a bank that pulls Transunion for fair credit, I want you to think about the US Bank. Again, fair credit, we are speaking about anything above 590 all the way to 670. Okay. So US Bank is really great in terms of all kinds of credit possibilities. And so US Bank is a mid-tier bank. It's not a national bank like Citibank or Wells Fargo or let's say a Bank of America or even Chase, but it is a mid-tier bank that has a presence in about 20 to 25 states. Okay, so if you're looking for credit cards, if you're looking for personal loans, if you're looking for personal lines of credit, you want those credit products to actually pull TransUnion, then you want to really consider U.S. Bank this year. The cool thing about the U.S. Bank is that you are able to borrow anywhere from $1,000 to $50,000 if you are actually looking for a personal loan through a U.S. Bank. It really helps to actually have an existing relationship with U.S. Bank because U.S. Bank really, they really sort of prioritize actually serving their own clients. Okay, of course you can be a non-customer applying for a loan or a credit card or a line of credit with U.S. Bank and still get approved. But the odds are actually are not really in your favor. Okay, so if you are interested in having a bank that pulls TransUnion for a fair credit, and you do have fair credit, then you want to think about U.S. Bank. Now, U.S. Bank has also a variety of credit cards, so you can actually qualify for credit cards also, and that's really good. And in terms of credit cards here, I want to show you on the screen here the credit cards. You have, for instance, you have the Visa Signature Card. That's a great card that allows you to earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. Okay. You also have another card here. You have the US Bank Cash Plus Visa Signature Card. That's a card that actually has a 0% intro APR on purchases and balance transfers for the first 12 billing cycles. You also have the US Bank Altitude Go Visa Signature Card. This is actually a great card if you are interested in having points. So you have 4x points on dining, takeout, and restaurant delivery, 2x points at grocery stores, 2x points on streaming services, and 1x points on all eligible other purchases. You have also the US Bank Visa Platinum Card that allows you to have a low intro APR for 21 billing cycles. And you have the US Bank Altitude Connect Visa Signature Card. And you also have the US Bank Shopper Cash Rewards Visa Signature Card. And you also have the US Bank Altitude Go Secured Visa Card. And finally, you have the US Bank Cash Plus Secured Visa Card. So that's really a good bank if you want to really pull TransUnion. Finally, by the way, I have more cards. You have the US Bank Secured Visa Card. If you're looking for a bank that pulls TransUnion for fair credit, I want you to consider Regions. And Regions Bank actually is a great bank, kind of similar to a US Bank, but Regions actually covers fewer states than US Bank, but a pretty good mid-tier bank. So when it comes to Regions, you have options also when it comes to loans, lines of credits, but also credit cards. So when it comes to loans and lines of credit, you have the possibility to actually borrow a maximum of $50,000. So that's really important. So $50,000. So personal loans are really fast with Regions. So you get approved within 24 hours, 24 to 48 hours, which is really fast for a regional bank or even a bank just in general. So 24 to 48 hours to be approved. Same thing for a line of credit. So if you are thinking about having a Regions Bank line of credit, think about speed. Speed is really the name of the game here. So that's really good. And so that's for personal loans and lines of credits. But you also have a good assortment of products when it comes to credit cards, okay? So with Regions, you have a lot of credit card options. So you have the convenience, security, and rewards, okay? And the cool thing is you also have the ability to be pre-approved for a Regions credit card. So that's really good to have a soft pull. So if you're thinking about a bank that pulls TransUnion for fair credit this year, think about Regions. So in addition to credit cards, personal loans, and lines of credit, you also have auto loans and refinance. So this is applicable for new or pre-owned vehicles or refinancing. Okay, so you have an auto loan from Regions. You also have a home equity loan and line of credit, so a HELOC, if you will, from Regions. So they actually will take care of you there as well. In addition to, finally, they also have student loans. So if you are thinking about a bank that pulls TransUnion for fair credit, when it comes to student loans, think about Regions also. So that's really good. You are able to help cover college education costs with the right loan and also flexible payments from Regions Bank. If you're thinking about a bank that pulls TransUnion for a fair credit, I want you to think about Fifth Third Bank this year. So Fifth Third Bank is actually a great bank that has let's say a solid presence in its area of in its a geographic area. So you have loans, you have lines of credits, also you have credit cards. Okay, so when I think about loans, for instance, you have all kinds of loans. By the way, you have personal loans, you have personal lines of credit, you have equity lines, you have equity loans. That's really good. And the cool thing about Fifth Third Bank is that it's just a lot better if you start the conversation at a branch or you start a conversation on the phone. Things will be faster. They haven't really worked out a cooler system, if you will, when it comes to their online application. Okay, so just better to do things manually. But if you are interested in Fifth Third Bank, you want to give them a call right now at 1-866-351-5353, 1-866-351-5353, and that's really good. In terms of credit cards, because Fifth Third Bank actually has pretty interesting credit cards when it comes to the cards offers. For instance, you have the 1.67% cashback card. This card allows you to earn unlimited 1.67% cashback. Okay, and again, this applies to every purchase. There is no annual fee, no international transaction fees. You are able to redeem your cash back anytime with no minimum. And the card is contactless, okay? You also have 1% cashback card. So here you have a low intro rate, and you have a card that allows you to earn unlimited 1% cashback. So you have 0% intro APR for 15 months on purchases and balance transfers after your account opening. After that, your variable APR will be 1974 to 29.99%. So this card allows you to earn unlimited 1% cashback on every purchase, no annual fee, no international transaction fees, and you are able to redeem your cash back anytime with no minimum. And the card also is contactless. You also have the Fifth Third Bank Preferred Cashback Card. This card allows you to earn unlimited 2% cashback. Okay, with every purchase. Same thing, no international transaction fees. You can redeem your cash back anytime with no minimum. And the card is also contactless and also annual. There is no annual fee. So that's really good. Next, if you're looking for a bank that pulls TransUnion for a fair credit, I want you to think about First Citizens Bank. And First Citizen Bank is actually a great bank when it comes to customer service, okay? And they also have a variety of loans, lines of credits, and credit cards that can really help you maybe diversify your budget this year. Let me first talk about the credit cards. So you have the Cash Rewards credit card. So this card is actually great. It's actually wonderful for a cashback. So if you're looking for the First Citizens Bank cashback card, you are able to seamlessly transform everyday purchases into unlimited cashback with this wonderful personal credit card. So I'm speaking about 1.5% unlimited cashback on every dollar spent on qualifying purchases. You can redeem for a statement credit or transfer your earnings to your other First Citizens accounts, and you pay actually no annual fee. So that's really good. You also have the Rewards credit card. So if you're looking for First Citizens Bank, you have the Rewards credit card, and this card is great for everyday purchases. So you are able to earn more rewards points on everyday purchases like gas and groceries. So that's kind of cool if you have a large family, or even if you're by yourself and you just want to diversify your spending. Okay, so I'm speaking about 3 points for gas and select streaming services, 2 points for groceries and drugstores, and 1 point for every dollar spent on qualifying purchases. And you are able to redeem rewards points for cashback, gift cards, and merchandise, and you pay no annual fee. You also have a secured cashback credit card. This card actually is great for building credit. So you are able to earn unlimited cashback while you build credit. So I'm speaking about 1% unlimited cashback on every dollar spent on qualifying purchases. So this is really good. And you are able, actually, by the way, you are able to establish or rebuild credit with this card. And finally, I want to share with you two other cards. You have the Smart Option credit card. That's actually great for low interest. So you get First Citizens Bank's lowest available rate, and transfer like a card that allows you to transfer balances to consolidate your debt. So you are speaking about 0% APR on balance transfers for the first 12 months, then a 14 to 24% variable APR. You are able to consolidate higher interest rate balances. You also have the First Citizens Travel Rewards credit card. That's actually great for traveling. You are able to earn more points on travel and get exclusive travel rewards, including an ancillary $100 annual travel credit. So that's really good. I just wanted to show you what's really possible with this bank. If you're looking for banks that pull TransUnion for a fair credit, I want you to really consider Santander Bank. And Santander Bank does a great job in terms of giving you options, okay? Santander Bank is not in as many states as, let's say, US Bank or PNC, but it's still interesting. So in terms of credit cards, you have the Santander Ultimate Cashback Card. So Santander actually doesn't have as many credit cards as maybe say Chase or Bank of America, but it still offers a decent card that allows you to earn 3% cash back for the first 12 months. You have zero introductory rate for the first 12 months. And you also have no annual fee, okay? So that's really good. I mean, I'm speaking about you earning a 3% cash back on qualified purchases for the first year, up to $20,000. Thereafter, you are earning an unlimited 1.5% cash back on qualified purchases. So that's really good. And so after 12 months, your variable APR on purchases and balance transfers will be 19% all the way to 29%. Now, the balance transfer fee is actually the greater of 3% of the amount transferred, or $10. Okay, so that's really good. So that's for credit cards. Now, credit cards, you only have one credit card with Santander Bank. But hey, listen, if you qualify for that card, you'll be really happy. You also have personal loans and lines of credit. So when you think about Santander, you are able to actually pre-qualify for their loan, a loan that allows you to actually borrow anywhere from $5,000 all the way to $50,000. So you have rates as low as 7.99%. Okay, that's really good. And so you are able to, so you have no origination fee, no closing fee, no prepayment penalties. So that's kind of cool. And again, you're looking at $5,000 all the way to $50,000. And so you just want, if you're interested in Santander, you want to check your rate, you want to easily apply online, and you want to e-sign and get your fund. I mean, you can sign electronically. You don't have to go to a branch to actually do the paperwork. You can do everything remotely. So that's really good. If you are looking for banks that pull TransUnion for a fair credit, I want you to think about Huntington Bank this year. And Huntington Bank is a great regional bank. You know, Huntington Bank doesn't have the same geographic footprint as a Citibank or a Bank of America. But hey, listen, the bank still kicks ass anyway, okay? So that's really good. And in terms of credit cards, You have the cashback credit card. You have the 3X rewards credit card. You have the lower rate credit card. And then you have the secured credit card. So the secured credit card, let me first talk about the cashback credit card. This is actually a Huntington cashback credit card that lets you earn 1.5% unlimited cashback, 1.5% unlimited cashback on every purchase in store, online, and everywhere in between. So that's good in terms of flexibility. Then you have the 3X rewards credit card. So this card lets you earn 3X points for the ways you spent most. Pick one of 10 categories and change it every quarter to fit your needs. So you have the same element of rotating categories every quarter. Then you have the lower rate credit card from Huntington Bank. So this is you have a lower interest rate instead of rewards or cashback. This means you can pay less with the voice. So it's called the voice lower rate credit card. And then you have the secure credit card that actually is a credit building cashback earning card with resources and education to help jumpstart your credit score. So that's kind of cool. So that's for the credit cards if you are thinking about Huntington Bank. You also have the loans, right? The loans, you have the personal loans. So the Huntington personal loans actually are pretty good in terms of flexibility, okay? And you can actually get all the way to $50,000. You can borrow up to $50,000 depending on qualifying factors with a fixed rate and flexible payment options. So when you think about Huntington Bank, think about a geography that includes Ohio, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Michigan, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Wisconsin, Minnesota, South Dakota, and Colorado. Okay, so that's the geography that Huntington Bank actually covers. So if you live in those geographies, you'll be really happy that you did. So what are the generalities here? When I think about banks that pull TransUnion for fair credit, I want to really remind you that when we speak about fair credit, you have to really remember that you are looking at 579 all the way to 680. Okay, that's what fair credit stands for. And then above that, you have a good credit or even excellent credit. Okay, so what you want to do here is that if you want to really apply at a bank that pulls TransUnion for fair credit, you first want to check your TransUnion credit report. You want to make sure that your TransUnion credit report is actually free of errors. There are no issues here, okay? And because normally on a TransUnion credit report, you have personal info, including your first name, last name, all that kind of stuff. You have credit account data, such as the type of credit accounts you have, credit limits, and payment history. You also have public records, which might include things like foreclosures and bankruptcies. And you also have hard and soft credit inquiries. So that's really important. Now, big question is the data actually on your report accurate? Because before the bank actually checks it, make sure that what you have on there is actually accurate. Okay, so the fair credit, when it comes to who can see your TransUnion credit report, you have the law on your side. Actually, the law is your ally because the Fair Credit Reporting Act restricts access to your credit reports. So according to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, the FCRA says a credit reporting company may send your credit report to creditors, government authorities, landlords, employers, and others who intend to use your report for decisions about things such as credit, insurance coverage or premiums, employment, government benefits and licenses, and rental applications. Okay, so not everybody can have access to your report, but again, you still want to make sure the data that's available on there is actually truthful, is actually accurate. Okay, so if there are any issues, you have to contact TransUnion to correct it, or you can even contact the data furnisher, the institution that reported the data in the first place. So the takeaway here is in today's conversation, I spoke to you about banks that pull TransUnion for a fair credit. So I give you the top banks and now the generalities. In terms of top banks, you have U.S. Bank, you have Regions Bank, you have Fifth Third, First Citizens Bank, Santander Bank, and Huntington Bank. Thank you so much. God bless you. I will see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.